Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mary Grace G. Miranda, and our topic for today is the Myelin Clinical Multi-Age Inventory, or the MCMI. This is originated by Tudor Mylon. He was born on August 18, 1928, and he was died last January 29, 2014. And American psychologist siya, and nakilala din siya sa mga ginawa niyang personality disorder. Kasi si Mylene Tudor is parang isa rin siya sa mga nag-contribute sa paggawa ng DSM. So dahil sa mga hilig niya sa mga personality, nakagawa siya ng mga diagnostic questionnaires or inventory. Isa na dito yung MCMI. And the evolutionary theory. Sinasabi itong evolutionary theory ay seen kay Charles Darwin. Ito daw is to help us to understand the adaptation and the survival. Meron siyang tinatawag na three polarities: the existence, adaptation, and the replication. Existence, pleasure, and the life enhancing. Ito yung mga bagay na ginagawa natin to enhance our life for our security. Bakit tayo nagtatrabaho? Yan. And the pain, life sustaining. Ito yung parang sa panahon ngayon, sa COVID-19. Yes, ah, yes, yes, kailangan natin magtrabaho at i-adapt yung new normal ngayon kahit na may COVID kasi sa life enhancing natin may mga pangangailangan tayo. And the adaptation, the positive, and the active or yung tatawag na accommodating or modifying. Sa passive, ito yung tinatawag na inner environment, you will try to adapt. And sa active naman, you change the environment according how you like it. And the replication or itatawag na personality well adapted to their environment. Or it's either you are egocentric, which is the independent, or other dependent, or you are caring or socialized. Sinasabi rin niya na ang polarities ay kailangan din i-balance siya. Kasi kung hindi, dito na magkakos yung mga personality natin, mga personality disorders. Katulad na pag hindi siya naging balance, katulad ng schizoid and avoidant. Ano ba pagkakaiba nila? Diba si schizoid is ayaw niya ng messy relationship. While si avoidant talagang gusto pero ayaw. Uh, extreme ito daw si schizoid and avoidant ay is too much daw siya sa passivity. Ito yung sa adaptation and passive. And si dependent naman and historic, highly oriented towards other. Ito siya, sa replication. Then si narcissistic and the self and environment. What does the MCMI measures? Ito, ginagamit sa MCMI sa mga psychological assessment tools. Ito yung mga 18 and above or yung mga nangangailangan ng mental health services. Then ayon din sa nabasa ko, si MCMI measurement, si MCMI, si MCMI ay ginagamit rin pala siya sa mga ibang assessment tulad ng treatment, and of course, syempre, bakit ba tayo nag-assessment sa isang pasyente? Dahil for treatment planning and psychotherapy. And second, for forensic evaluation with two primary forensic application, whether it's ginagamit siya sa criminal trials or the child custody evaluation. Dito titignan kung sino sa mga magulang, kung sino yung mas may kakayahan para mag-alaga sa mga bata. Diba ganun siya? And neuropsychological evaluation, cognitive status of the individual, and the marriage counseling and the couple therapy. Parang tinitignan dito kung ano ba yung mga inter or mga interpersonal personal ng dalawang tao. Siyempre, para to work out their marriages din. Then, this is the history, the brief history of the MCMI. MCMI, yung first version is nagsimula noong 1969. Nagsulat si Tudor ng Modern Psychopathology na naging inspirasyon to sa mga estudyante niya na nagkaroon sila ng ideas for their dissertation. Then dito na rin nagsimula yung pag-construct niya ng MCMI na 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 na, na correspond sa na originated sa DSM-3. And meron siyang, and it contains 11 personality scales and the 9 syndromes, clinical syndrome scales. And the MCMI-2 in 1987, syempre, yung pag-revise niya ng inventory is is correspondent siya sa every revision ng DSM. So every na nagre-revise si DSM is nagre-revise din siya. So the MCMI-2 no 1987, nung na-publish sa DSM-3R, syempre nag-revise din siya. Ito na yung tatawag na MCMI-2. From 11 personality scales, nadagdagan siya ng 13 personality scales, which is si antisocial aggressive scale, tsaka si masochistic. Yan. Itong 3 modifying indices is pag-uusapan natin yan later sa validity scale. And the MCMI-4 noong 1994, which is ito na yung sa DSM-4 na revision din. From 13 personality scale, nadagdagan siya ng 14 personality scale together with the 10 clinical syndromes. Yan. And then meron siyang 175 true-false questions. Then, reportedly takes 25 to 30 minutes to complete. Then, from 175 true-false questions, sa MCMI-4, magiging 195 siya. Ito na yung revision. Then, correspond din ang MCMI-4 ng 2015 sa DSM-5 na latest ngayon. At nadagdag pala dito yung turbulent personality and the current scale composition. The MCMI-4 contains the total scales broken down into 25 clinical scales and 5 validity scales. So itong si 30, si 25, 15K personality scale and 10K clinical scale. Then meron din on each scale, meron silang severity clinical syndromes. Personality scale, which is associated on DSM and the evolutionary theory of Tudor. Ito siya. Kung mapapansin natin, ito yung mga, alam natin mga nasa cluster. So, itong si severe personality pathology. According kay Tudor, those severe personality pathology are more advanced daw sa stages na maging pathology kasi ito yung mga personalities na mas conflicted na mga personality. And the clinical syndrome skills is siya. Then the thought disorder, major depression, and delusional disorder. Dito na meron din siyang clinical syndrome na GAD, somatic bipolar, persistent alcohol, drug use, and post-traumatic stress. Then, ang recommendation pala recommendation pala regarding sa interpretation nitong mga clinical and personality, ina-advise niya na mas unahin daw natin interpret yung severe clinical syndromes tsaka yung severe personality pathology. Bakit? Kasi dito pa lang daw natin makikita kung ano ba talaga yung meron kung bakit manifested sa kanila itong mga severe personality pathology or clinical syndrome. And the Grossman-Payson scale. Itong Grossman-Payson scale, dinagdag siya sa DSM-4 ay sa MCMI-4 para makatulong na rin sa clinician na to help us easy for the clinician to identify the highest basic scale score that we will associate it in personality scale. Kasi parang ito yung example niya. Nakaayos na siya. Kumbaga ito yung raw score, percentage rate, and the base rate. Then, sinasabi rin na si MCMI is may sariling base rate siya. Then, the scoring system. Patient raw scores are converted into base rate. Scores are in the indexes on scale 0 to 110. Diba? Sabi nga sa psychology assessment natin, ang raw score is meaningless unless ko-convert natin siya. So 0 to 60 representing the median of the clinical distribution. 75 serving as the cut score or presence of disorder. And the 85 serving as the cut score of preeminence of disorder. And the 115 corresponding among siya. Ito yung other ano niya. Yan. Si base rate daw, 60 to 74, normal pa daw yan. Likely preeminence of 3, some may be problematic, or still range is the range. Then 75 to 84, abnormal type, abnormal sleep level, more defined dysfunction or dysfunction possible. And 85 pataas, ito na yung may clinical disorder na siyang manifestation. The interpretation, base sa mga nabasa ko, mostly yung mga ginagamit itong test na to is computerized na kasi kumbaga mas madali na kasi after na mag-exam ng isang patient or ng kliyente is mag-generate na agad yung data nila. Then mag-add na lang tayo na for interpretation for our interview. Then, ito yung validity scale and modifying diagnosis. Disclosure. Si disclosure, the scales measure whether the person was open in the assessment or if they were unwilling to share details about his or history. Ito yung parang mga resistant na pasyente, na patient. Sila to. And desirability scale, okay, sige, matapos lang to. Tapos lang to, exam na to. And debasement scale, ito naman yung parang ito yung tatawag na negative light o elevated. Kumbaga parang, sige, parang palabasin natin na manifested talaga siya nung kung ano yung gusto palabasin ng exam. Siyempre, nalalaman din pala ni MCMI kung talaga bang nagsasagot ng honest itong kliyente natin or yung patient. And the random response indicator, the validity scale contains a number of probable items which may indicate questions resolved within the RC. The inconsistent scale detects the different in response to pair. Ito yun, parang originated siya dito sa desirability and replacement. Parang may mga item pala silang paulit-ulit. So, chine-check it's either yung sagot ni patient or ni client is consistent. And that's all. Thank you. And meron akong in-attach doon sa written report na sample ng MCMI report kasi yun, medyo mahirap din kasi makahanap ng sample test syempre for the confidentiality. And that's all. Thank you.